Hello, this is Jokina with Modern Homemakers, and today we're going to mix things up a little. I know you're used to me making crafts and showing you how to make things for free, but today I'm going to do something that's not as popular. I'm going to talk about money. Oh, money! I'm going to ask you a difficult question today. Are you living paycheck to paycheck? This is a hard way to live. A few years ago, my finances got so bad that I had to suck up my pride and move back in with my parents. Now, it wasn't just me. It was me, 2 children, and my husband. So it was hard. I'm so grateful my parents were willing to sacrifice and put up with all of our noise and our mess. But we're in a stronger place today because we reached the point where we hit rock bottom. I'm grateful for that wake-up call because you can only get so many credit cards. You can only get so much school debt, and we don't want to hit the point of bankruptcy because that doesn't really solve things. You're still going to be paying money. So fortunately, we never reached the point of bankruptcy, but we're still paying off a lot of school money. But we're getting by now, and that's what I want to talk about. Not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. Do you get overdraft charges? Do you feel guilt even when you're buying groceries because you don't know when you swipe your card if there's enough money in your account? I just want to take a moment and encourage you and say you don't have to live this way anymore. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This isn't easy. You're going to go back and forth. You're going to be like, I'm the queen of the budget this week. And then next week you're like driving through McDonald's even though you know you don't have the money. Been there, done that. You're going to have major car repairs that come up when you only have $50 saved up in that account. And that's when you were following the budget and you did good. Good budgets take time. They take time to build. It's not going to just be like, I've chosen to write down a budget and therefore all my problems are over. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. You would see everyone walking around with their little cash envelopes and paying in cash. But what do you see? You people, it's just credit cards, debit cards, whatever. And you see people, cha-ching, ka-ching. They're not even looking at the receipts. We've all done this. You don't really care how much it totals up because you don't have the money. It doesn't even matter. You're just going through the motions, buying what you need. Well, there's a big difference between needs and wants. And that was a really hard lesson for us to learn in our finances. Another thing you're going to have to learn to do is to talk with your spouse. If it's just you, great. You make a plan of attack. But if you're married, whatever, you're going to have to talk with your spouse without yelling and nasty name calling. I'm talking about a constructive conversation where you sit there and you make plans together. And this was really hard for us. Let's face it, sometimes it still is because I deserve as much fabric as I want, right? Okay, so I don't. You have to figure out a plan for every penny of your money because it doesn't matter if you know where it's going or not. You're going to spend your money one way or another. So wouldn't you rather know where it's going? You have to keep working at budgeting constantly. You can't just cross it off your list and say, done! I know how to budget now. It's like cleaning a kitchen. I can spend days in there. I can spend weeks. Okay, not weeks. I can spend lots of time devoted to making sure that my counters gleam and my stainless steel fridge doesn't have any smudges on it and whatever. 2 seconds in that kitchen and there are crumbs on the counters. I mean, the moment I turn my back, I've got a sink full of dishes and it's messy again. And that's just the way life is. You're going to make your budget, something's going to come in and tear it apart, and you're going to keep working on it. My husband and I make a goal to talk about money every Friday, because it gets paid twice a month, but we make a goal to talk about money every Friday, at least, because if you don't have a plan, it's gone. And bad finances can destroy your marriage. I mean, it causes resentment on both sides. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I can be resenting my husband because he's not providing enough. He can be resenting me because I'm not managing the money well. If you guys don't have a plan where you're united, it's going to tear you apart. Anyway, and it can cause stress, which causes health problems. I mean, I'm still getting my way out of that, just years of stress. So I apologize for being so heavy. This may not be the Jokina that you know and love, but I'm not a financial expert, and I know that this is so important. I mean, we're going to be paying off school debt for years because of bad decisions we made. So I wish I could get you at a point where you haven't made bad decisions yet, but chances are if you're watching this video, you've made some of the mistakes like we have. Getting debt instead of saving up and all those different things. Living beyond your means, trying to keep up with the Joneses. So anyway, this is not hopeless. There is hope for you. You can get out of this. You can get, you know, even when you still have the debt, like we're still paying off debt, we're to the point of, okay, we know where the money's going, we're making progress on it, and that's all that I'm asking, that you just put the effort in to do that. So here's your assignment. I want you to go grab a pen and paper, or if you're feeling fancy, you could even type it, and I want you to write this down. I am sick of living paycheck to paycheck, and I am going to do something about it. I want you to sign it, I want you to date it, and I want you to keep your word. Please watch my next video, Where Does All My Money Go? And we'll talk about, you know, figuring out how to start setting up a budget and all that fun stuff. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.